It's good to have you both with us here today. Soft Skills Challenge it's not new. It's something that's been going for a little bit of time. Could you turn that microphone toward you a little bit? I don't know how it gets turned like that, but there we go. There we go.
Susan, would you like to tell a little bit about the history?
Sure. So this is our 4th year, and it started with about 10 businesses. This year, we are up to 27 businesses. So you can tell that it's really taken off, and it's very mutually beneficial for students and the community. So we're very excited for its growth.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
27.
27. We probably could have gotten more. It can just get a little out of control if you do too much. But I think in the coming years, we'll be looking for more diverse experiences. So any businesses that want to participate next year, we would love to have them.
So what are some of the things the businesses are telling you that is so good for them to be a participant in this program?
Well, some of the feedback that we've gotten is that the kids are on their absolute best behavior. I mean, we've had no problems, knock on wood. They're demonstrating these soft skills like communication, problem solving, critical thinking, just basic manners that sometimes are forgotten as a skill. And the community has been very excited about the upcoming future of employees, and the workforce that our districts are bringing to them. So I think it's just the manners of the children and the excitement of these students as they, enter the workforce.
Yeah, Katie, when I think of back when I was a kid 1,000 years ago and in school, I think kids today are so much more sophisticated than we were back then. They're more polished, I think.
They certainly are. Having taught at Marion Center and just starting the IU on October 20th, it is so interesting to have seen the progression of the Marion Center students. I had one particular class as 8th graders all the way to their senior year, and when they participated in the first ever Soft Skills Challenge, it was amazing the feedback they received from the businesses and the feedback they shared in the classroom about how exciting it was to interact with adults and to know that these are your future colleagues, your future employees, and future community leaders. And they are sophisticated. You're absolutely right, Todd. It's a different generation.
Yeah, it really is. And so in the position in which you've been for the last few years and now with ARIN, you have the opportunity to see the progression of the program. It's more than just we've added more businesses that participate, but I'm assuming that the soft skills actual programming is what's producing these much more polished students.
I think they play a large part in that. Soft skills definitely plays a large part in producing polished students. As originally, and correct me if I'm wrong, Susan, only seniors were invited into the Soft Skills Challenge, and we have extended that to juniors in more recent years. And so they're able to go back to school and tell their classmates about what they've done for the day and how that impacted them. And certainly it helps. And if you see, it leads into industries. I know my own husband, he runs a business that is local, and he has hired quite a few Marion Center graduates. And I'm very proud of that. Yay, Stingers.
Susan, do schools actually design programs to teach kids soft skills?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I would hate to take all the credit here because the districts are absolutely very early on in the child's education. We're working on those soft skills. It's just really getting along with others. I have a 3rd grade student, my own child, who is learning those along the way. And eventually they get up to this, what does that look like in the workforce? And not only what does that look like in the workforce to have soft skills, but maybe I see a career that I didn't know existed. We go to the courthouse and we see the prothonotary. A lot of kids don't know what that department in the courthouse does. They see the deed recording. It's so exciting to see them learn adult things as they're becoming adults. So yeah, it starts early on though.
And ARIN plays a pretty key role in all of this, doesn't it?
Yes, so we do a lot of the planning is coordinating with counselors and school districts to get the students engaged and involved. And then we've been walking the streets of Indiana, getting businesses excited. We've had some very generous donations from restaurants who are giving discounts to the students on the day of for lunch so they can experience eating out with various peers. So it's a lot of legwork, literally.
Sure. Yeah, they do. They do go up and down the street. You see them, and you always know when it's Soft Skills Challenge because when they get out on the street, they're excited to be there. But they're mission oriented, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. It teaches them teamwork, communication, problem solving, and the 27 businesses that we have this year, from those who have participated in the past, we have heard wonderful stories. To cite the Elizabeth Hutton Group, she is so excited to do this and looking forward to it because it's only been good for her personally and professionally. And shout out to Ron Shirley this year for taking that over for Elizabeth Hutton. Ron, I hope you're listening. And Susan, do you want to share the 27 businesses?
Do we have time that I can share these and
Go ahead,
shout out?
shoot.
Okay, we have the Indiana Theater, Indiana Chamber of Commerce, 700 Shop, Fox's Pizza Den. They really love the students and help them make pizzas. Jimmy Stewart Museum, Indiana County Courthouse, Priority First Bank, First Commonwealth Bank, S&T Bank, The Paper Garden, Renda Broadcasting, thank you, Artist Hand, IUP, IRMC, Elizabeth Hutton Group, EXP Realty, Sit and Stay Cafe, Create and Curate, Lucy Ray, Michael B's Shoes, Memory Lane Media, Thomas Harley Architects, Book Nook, Fresh Blends, Dan Smith's Candies, ACCL, Senator Joe Pittman, and Representative Jim Struzzi.
Wow.
Take a breath. You know, but
Yes.
it's interesting that in that list there are many retailers, but there are many other types
Yes.
of businesses and jobs when it gets right down to it.
Yes.
And so the students have a really wide berth of experiences that they can learn about businesses and where the jobs are.
Absolutely. And each location has a 20-minute activity that is the challenge, and they'll be graded on how they interacted and, you know, if it was critical thinking at that station, how they performed with their critical thinking. At the end of the day, we're so excited through our sponsors that we get to give them a gift card as the winners. So it is very important that these businesses are very keen on what they're looking for, but we have to, at the end of the day, decide a winner, and that's really hard because they really do a fantastic job.
So what are the schools and when does Soft Skills Challenge start?
The Soft Skills Challenge runs from Tuesday, April 7th through Thursday, April 9th. And these are our participating schools: West Shamokin, Homer Center, Penns Manor, Marion Center, Purchase Line, Indiana, River Valley, and United. So we're so glad to welcome them to the community and to do this with them. And also, we would like to thank the restaurants who have given this donation, the percentage off. Susan.
Okay, Fresh Blends, Jimmy John's, The Artist's Hand, Tom's Pizza, 9th Street Deli, Canella's, Brunzi's, Bruno's, and Lamuna House.
Yeah. Of course, during those times, people are going to notice the students on the streets as they walk up and down and they visit the various businesses. So it calls for extra care and making sure that everybody can safely get up and down the streets and visit the businesses. And we do that.
Yes, and we have notified the borough, and they are aware that we will have additional pedestrians. We are very prepared and ready to just help the students safely navigate. This activity is meant for them to be independent, so they are to navigate the streets on their own. We will have chaperones, but please, if you are in Indiana Borough on those days, just be mindful of the students and the extra foot traffic that we will have.
Yeah. I'm interested as well in the preparation that the student groups will put in. Because they're walking around not as individuals going into businesses, but as groups from each of the schools. And there might be strategy, but more than that, there's the idea of, okay, here's something that we can really take advantage of and learn from. And so they take this seriously, as we said, but they also, they know that there's a benefit for them beyond that particular day and that particular activity.
Yeah, I've seen some strategies such as let's all shake hands with our evaluator. Or last year, I believe it was actually Marion Center who came in T-shirts that they had designed, and they came fully prepared. Another strategy is just dressing your best and looking the part of a future employee, presenting yourself as somebody that would, be gainfully employed or that would be looking and be the top candidate. So that to me is the soft skills strategy, is just your presentation, how you behave, how you treat people, even when people aren't looking. So that's some strategy.
I thought it was kind of interesting yesterday. We had an item that came to us talking about one employer's strategy. It was an HR guy. That when he is interviewing people for a position, he isn't as much interested in the skills they bring to, because they can research those ahead of time and they can find out what those skills are. But he always takes them down to the company kitchen and gets them a cup of coffee or whatever their drink is, and then they go back out of the kitchen and up to the conference room or wherever it happened to be. And then he's interested in what they do with that coffee cup at the end of the interview. Are they just going to leave it sitting there? Because he says if they're just going to leave it sitting there, I'm not interested in them as an employee. But if they say, how can I take this back down to the kitchen and take care of it? What they do with that coffee cup plays a big role in how he views them as a potential employee.
We're smiling and laughing about this because my mom brought it up. She is one of your biggest fans and she listens every day. And she said, Katie, when you go on the radio, you have to mention the coffee cup. It's a soft skill. I said, we'll do it, Mom. So shout out to you, Mom.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to you, Mom. Thanks. I appreciate that.
But I think you're right. The skills can be taught, the technical skills. So this is open. I mean, this is a value to students who are going into college, the workforce, the military, technical school. It really doesn't matter where you're going after high school. Those skills matter so much. And it's the coffee cup example. So what are you doing with that coffee cup in any of those environments? I
Yeah.
think that's a great point.
Yeah, that's interesting. And, FBLA clubs, junior ROTC, all of those things, those are programs that help to boost students along on that mission when they're in school, too. Yeah. So schools are doing the job. ARIN is doing the job, too.
Thank you.
And it's really exciting to see. So the Soft Skills Challenge is coming up. It's going to be just another week and a half, huh?
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Phew.
Yeah.
Man, that's fast.
Very exciting.
That's fast. It's cool stuff, and we're happy that we can be a small part of it. But all of these businesses, it's a really good thing. Soft skills.
Thank you.
I'm so glad the program has worked out the way that it has.
I can't wait to see what we can do next year. I mean, it's evolved over time as things do. So I think we've got a fine-tuned program here, and as more people learn about it, I'm hoping that we can engage different people, different businesses, so we can get a variety to expose students to.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thanks so much.
Thank
for
you so
coming in
much.
today.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Katie's mom too.
Have a great day.
It's the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Fox News coming next at the top of the hour. Remember, this afternoon, it's a 1:45 airtime, 2:30 tip-off. IUP women in the Elite Eight from Duquesne University against Holy Family. Let's go Crimson Hawks.